would you feel if you could have a video that you could use across social, websites, online directories, and review sites that you could use to help attract and engage with your ideal customer buyer persona time and time again? Maybe you're a small business owner that's looking to create cost-effective content that would help sell your product or services to the right person. Or maybe you're a video professional that's looking to create a product offering for a small business for one of the most versatile pieces of content that exists. In this video, we're going to look at the benefits of a virtual video tour, all of the places that you can utilize this one piece of content online, and if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you all of the elements that you need for a compelling virtual video tour that converts prospects into repeat customers. Internet, welcome back. It's Robert Teegarden again with another video in the can. If you're new here, welcome. I post content on filmmaking tips and the business of being a creative. And today we're talking about one of the most effective pieces of video marketing content that you can create: virtual video tours. Chances are you're seeing this type of content before, and maybe you've even benefited from using it from a local business that you've actually visited. Simply put, a virtual video tour is a way for a small business to showcase the value that it brings to its customers and the unique offering that differentiates itself from its competitors. To further understand how powerful this type of content actually can be, let's talk about the benefits of using virtual video tours. And whether you're utilizing this thing as like an MTV Cribs style reveal, or you just have a simple video with a bunch of text motion graphics, it's an incredibly powerful piece of content for several reasons. The first of which is that it is a more engaging way of talking to customers when marketing online. Especially when you think of it as just a static image versus video, there are so many different elements that we can utilize here to be able to enhance the customer experience by showing them exactly the location and the products and services and people that they will be engaging with. It helps build trust and credibility by demonstrating the product in action, and it highlights the key features of your business and or service in a clear and concise way. It shows transparency and authenticity, all the while building trust, because you're giving a kind of behind the scenes look to potential customers so that they can better understand exactly what your business is. And it helps in search engine optimization and ranking, and most of the time it leads to higher conversion rates with your potential customers because they're seeing the exact product in use in real time with the people they're going to be engaging with, so you have a more engaged potential buyer, and when they come into your location, it's easier for you to upsell and give them the benefits and the products and services that you've been talking about. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this one piece of content is an incredibly cost-effective form of marketing because it can be utilized in so many different instances. So we've talked about your website and having a place where this virtual tour can be hosted, but we also need to think about other online directories like Google My Business and Yelp and Angie's List and all of these different review sites that people are going to look at to see whether or not you're the right fit for their particular need. When you think of things like review sites like Yelp and Google My Business, it also helps enhance what that experience looks like by putting media-rich content on your particular profile and not just the content that's posted by the users that went to your site with their kind of shoddy cell phone pictures, right? You can also place these things on social media websites like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, TikTok. All of those things work in both social stories, reels, and different actual posts that you can embed in your particular profile. You can also repurpose these things for email marketing as well. If you have a particular list or you're adding people to your nurture sequence, you can use this virtual tour as a way of helping people experience what your location or your product or service looks like. Now, as I promised in the beginning of this video, if you stayed with me until this point, I would talk about the elements of a successful virtual video tour. The first thing I want to talk about is there is a high quality and value ratio that we would be looking at. So you want professional grade audio and video equipment with very well lit and clear visuals, and you want crisp sound. There's nothing worse than having a video that has great videos but terrible sound. So you want to be sure that you have well-lit areas and your video is nice and neat and crisp, and you want a ton of B-roll. You want people talking about your product, but you also want to have them visualize what that experience looks like. So having them walk through your actual location, demoing the technology that you have, showcasing other customers having a happy experience. What does your front desk look like? What does your exit look like? Are there any particular features or competitive differentiations that are going on in your particular location that are really important for viewers to understand versus your competitors, okay? From there, we've had a ton of impact by using drone footage to show the physical location of a particular business address. Oftentimes what we hear is that people just don't even know where we actually are or that we exist. And so a drone can show the actual context of the city, the cross streets, and the location of where that particular location is at. It's an incredibly helpful and effective tool. You also want to have strong script and narration of what you're going to be talking about. Now, it doesn't have to be direct to camera, but you can be utilizing voiceovers or voice memos on your phone, but make it a clear and concise message with engaging personal narration and voiceover. You also want to have a very strong call to action in the end. What are the prompts for your viewers and the next steps that you want them to take, and have them strategically placed throughout the video, not just one particular location. And lastly, I hope this goes without saying, but make sure that all of the visuals that you're seeing are consistent with what your brand's visual identity is. So make sure the colors are consistent, the font's consistent, the color schemes are consistent. If people have uniforms, make sure that they're pressed and beautiful and clean and crisp, because when all of these elements are combined, they create a very powerful marketing tool that can significantly enhance your business's online presence and the effectiveness in attracting that ideal buyer persona so that you can do more with less and have higher profit margins and a greater customer experience. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is another video in the can. If you like this video, like the damn video. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell for no posting notifications, because it really does help the channel when we can get you guys in here watching and commenting and leaving us in the little love notes down there. So if I don't see it in the past, I'll see you in the future. This is Teegarden with another video in the can. Thanks for watching this far, guys. Peace.